Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. This is Rob Ray with the Rob Ray Show. Guys, I just want to change things up a little bit today. Excuse me. I was talking about doing the this next video about the how AFTRA is going to affect the projected 3-year future. What looks like the reality of what will happen within the next 3 years. But I want to go over something. Trucking Pontificator, he did a TikTok today and really just changed my mind for the day. What I want to do. I'm gonna start popping videos out every day. What we're going to talk about is broker transparency. What the effect is, what does it mean for transparency. I got something that I'm going to read from David McCown from McCown Company LLC. You can look him up on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. He's on all of them. Instagram, AFFTRA.org. Anyway, he's got something that he wrote up, kind of explaining what it is, what the laws are, not necessarily what the laws are, but the fact that there are laws in place for transparency and they're being broken by the brokers. So, excuse me, you guys. So I want to read this to you guys and kind of go over it because it looks like we're coming for you guys, brokers. We're coming for you. You've been breaking the law too long. We're finding out stuff that is just mind-blowing. And some of you guys probably don't even realize what's going on, you brokers. What you're doing is illegal. So listen to this video. So this is what David had to say about the laws that are already in place and brokers breaking these laws. Even big brokerage firms like TQL, they don't want to do. They're telling Trucking Pontificator that when he calls for transparency, that law's out of date. We don't go by that anymore. A law's a law. So I'm going to read this to you guys. It says, just because law isn't being enforced does not mean it stopped being law. It means enforcement failed. Truth. Enforcement failed. Another thing that he said, Trucking Pontificator said, was that this is not the brokerage industry. This is the trucking industry. This industry was designed around drivers, owner-operators, small businesses. From the first truck that hauled the first load, it's been about the driver and the small guy. And big corporate companies have been taking over, collaborating with the brokers, allegedly, all that bad stuff. But anyway, it just means enforcement has failed. Doesn't mean the laws have changed. Okay, that distinction matters more in trucking than almost any other industry. Guys, the trucking industry is what makes this country go around. Like I said before in another video, if you got it, we brought it. Okay? When brokers file their OPP1, they take an oath. Not a suggestion, not a guideline, an oath. They agreed to comply with federal regulations, including transparency requirements. Those rules were never repealed. Never repealed. They're still there. Those rules, those laws are still there. They were never amended out. They were simply ignored. Saying times have changed doesn't erase an oath. Saying it's not enforced doesn't make it invalid. It only exposes how broken enforcement has become. And here's the part everyone keeps skipping over. Transparency after the fact is useless to a carrier. Because if we don't know, what the rate is, the actual rate that the broker has negotiated with the shipper, then we don't know. We just don't know. Okay. And here's the part that's our transparency useless to a carrier. Yes, it is. After the fact, it's useless. And what are we going to do after we've signed their waivers, which are illegal, and started the process, the load, gone our way, pick up the load? We ask for free because we're on our way. Myself, we're on our way to pick that load up as soon as it's booked. But what do? We ask for transparency. What was it? 80% or more of brokers don't give transparency. They don't tell you what the shipper is paying them. Excuse me. But it's a lot. I've been screwed and found out just by happenstance. I don't ask questions of customers, about prices. It's just something I don't do. Brokers, yes. But businesses, between them, that's their business. So, gosh, goodness. But anyway, knowing what the shipper paid after the load is delivered doesn't protect you. It doesn't help you negotiate. It doesn't stop rate manipulation. It doesn't stop skimming. It only tells you that you already got underpaid. Ain't that something? Okay, so real transparency must exist before booking. We need to see what the broker has already negotiated with the shipper. We need to see that. And then actually the shipper should be paying the broker. Whatever they negotiate with the shipper, they need to figure out where they're getting their money from. Should be the shipper, right? So we'll move on here. Let's see. Real transparency for booking. That was the intent of the rule. Real transparency must exist before booking. That was the intent of the rule. That was the spirit of the OP1 oath. That was the protection mechanism, protecting us, the drivers, small carriers, owner-operators, protecting us. The idea that rules no longer apply because they aren't enforced is backwards. He nailed it with this. I'm just telling you guys. He nailed it. It's backwards. The mindset is how industries get corrupted. That mindset gets them corrupted. I would venture to say that some of these smaller brokers go along with it, and kind of like me, new getting into the industry, I was finding out stuff along the way. I was studying hard because I hadn't been in the industry. June 11th, 2024 is when my first certificate, motor carrier certificate, was given to me. Anyway, okay, we're going to keep going. It's corrupted. Laws don't expire because people stop following them. Yeah, I know that. Been there, done that. In all different ways. They become more important when they're being violated. Absolutely. That means the problem has spiraled out of control and there needs to be a fix. And there is. And we're working on that. If anything, the trucking industry doesn't have updated rules. It has, let's scroll this. It has abandoned enforcement. Right on, spot on. And until that changes, carriers will continue negotiating blind, absorbing losses, and being told it's just how the market works. When in reality, it's how a broken system protects the side with power. This isn't about nostalgia. It's about accountability. Bam! David, you did a good job there, buddy. Anyway, so what I want to say about all that is, brokers, we're coming for you. Doesn't matter how big you are. If you're a small brokerage company, maybe a one-person brokerage, or, you know, you have, however, 1 to 20, 1 to 10 brokers working for you. Guys, start getting in line, because you don't want to be on the losing side of this. I promise you. Because we're going to be trying to get our money back that was lost, that was stolen from us. It wasn't lost, never lost. It was stolen. Anyway, that's what David had to say. David's got a lot to say on. He's on Telegram and he makes lots of posts, and I'll be sharing them here and there on my videos because he gave me permission. He gave all members of the Telegram group permission to share. So that's what I'm doing. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Anyway, I want to let y'all know, give you a little update on my channel here. I got my little box there. I got to get all that set up and figure it out. I'm just now figuring out my files, getting all my links to everything into a file, so they're not on the computer eating up data. They're just sitting in a file with, look, I got this show right here is just taking up 1 gigabyte. Okay? ChatGPT in my file is only taking 2 gigabytes. And that is so helpful. My brother taught me that yesterday. I'm so thankful. Anyway, so brokers, be aware. We're coming for you. I'm in on this. I'm all in. I was barely able to save my business this month. I've got maybe 2 owner-operators I'm going to be hiring on hopefully this week, next week. But I have a good business plan. I'm just working on my credit. I'm gonna get there. I want a fleet. I want a small fleet, 4 to 6 trucks. I'm in Texas. But anyway, most of the work with this brokerage stuff is done by David and Trucking Pontificator. Brother, I'm sorry I don't know your name. I'm going to check it out as soon as I get back to my chair over there. I want to check it out and get your name. I apologize. I share all my TikTok videos with you, and I just want to say my apologies right now. But so next video, we will go over that the impact, the realistic impact of the trucking industry under AFFTRA.org when we get it, not if, but when we get it into Congress, passed to Senate, and the President to sign it. We're going to get it done this year. We're going to get it done. But by David and Trucking Pontificator, Those are the two main guys who are chewing them up. They're chewing them up and spitting them out. And I'll tell you what, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the whole team. We got guys. We've got a list of groups that are involved in all of this. All of this. Some of them are focused on drivers. Others are focused on owner-operators. But AFFTRA.org, we focus on the problem at the root of the problem, and getting it fixed through Congress, Senate, and get it signed into law by President Donald J. Trump. And by the way, the future's looking bright. So, with that being said, you guys, I don't think I finished what I was just saying, but the effect that AFFTRA.org has on the next 3-year projection is mind-blowing. Okay, this is a realistic outlook forecast, might you say, for the next 3 years. And we'll go over that tomorrow in my next video. I'm going to start putting videos out every day if possible. I mean, there's things I got to do, maybe gone all day, and there'll be days that I miss, but I'm going to try to put them out every day. And with all that being said, I just want you guys to know, if you're out on the road, be safe. Thank you for your service to this country by hauling all this cargo so that people can have food to eat, clothes to wear, something to sit on, a roof over their head, something to drive. You name it. If you got it, we brought it. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out.